Big Ben, their veteran quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger.
He's one of the more exalted quarterbacks in the league, but I still don't think he gets enough appreciation for his ability to read defenses and lead his ball club.
And Nelson's got it here right side. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. On second down, Roethlisberger. Caught left side, it's Beckham. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Caught by Nelson left side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. And Cook has it left side. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And brought in by the tight end Cook. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. The New York Giants offensively, their starters and one guy out wide to take a look at, Sterling Shepard.
A really mature man in every way coming out of Oklahoma. Personally and professionally. You can play him out wide, play him in the slot. He can return punts for you. He's a dynamic playmaker.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
Sheldon Richardson's talent is absolutely immense. And when he plays on the defensive line, it's a difficult task to block him.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
A gain of 6 there on first. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And he finds Cook. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Melvin Gordon taking it in from a yard out. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. We got 4.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Here we go.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So that's the word from the referee. Neutral zone infraction, 5 yards.
And, of course, the defense is always pointing at the offense about how they drew them across. Flag goes against the defenders on that one.
Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a give. This is Murray. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. And here's a look at the starting offense. Second down following the run.
Hurry up, here we go.
They go with Murray again. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And quickly the starting 11 now for the New York defense.
You can say a lot of things about the great play of Kiko Alonso, but the number one thing you will say, he will hit you.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down. We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
That was second down run for Murray. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 7-0 is our score, and we're back to Oakland after this. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. First throw now for the backup Bortles. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And heading out for another drive, the Raiders defense. And despite being down on the scoreboard, this unit, they... First chance for the backup here to throw. And that is incomplete.
Holding offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down, if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Back to throw. And the connection made to Terrell Pryor. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. He'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll try and throw for it here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, here's Bortles. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On second down, Langford. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
The lone setback is Langford. And they'll get it up the middle. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jeremy Langford, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
And he's able to put it through. 5 plays there on that drive. And it concludes with a touchdown run by Jeremy Langford. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm here, my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Second down now after the pass completion. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go.
Here's Perkins on first down. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders. They'll look to throw. And this one hauled in by Will Tye. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll look to throw here. And he's got Will Tye complete. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
Over. Watch it now. Check. Patriot.
Now Perkins. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Back now. As I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play.
Well read.
Yeah, thank you. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Holding offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
They come out here in the eye. Back to throw here. It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 2nd down, Perkins. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On the run, it's Perkins. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
2nd down now after the incompletion.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
He'll drop to throw. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is no good. He missed it. So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason as we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report. Here's Larry Ridley.
Thanks.
Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And out of bounds there on the kick. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Langford. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And, now it's out. Langford loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. This is Langford on 1st and 10. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Bortles firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chain.
Watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height,
and he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Jeremy Langford ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Raiders have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it concludes with a touchdown run by Jeremy Langford. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. One man in the backfield is Gordon. Caught by Nelson left side. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, 39 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. The drive starts with a carry by Langford. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Olivier Vernon brings them down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
10th carry now for Jeremy Langford. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kiko Alonso in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Bortles. He's got time in the pocket. Still back there. He's going to go up top again. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for the Raiders. 35 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
They'll run here with Langford. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
6 yards still to go here on 2nd and goal. On the run, Darkwa. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jeremy Langford taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders have moved out in front. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And marching back out there now, the Raiders defense gets ready. And a tight ball game here, and in these close ones, every drive becomes magnified.
And we don't want to overuse the word critical, but it feels that way as they head out there for this possession. They need to get the ball back and give their offense a chance.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll run with Langford to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with a lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Another pistol look here. Now Bortles throwing on second down. It's complete left side to Aguilar. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Bortles. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Throwing his Bortles on third down. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
They come out here in the I. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. And that rushing touchdown is fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Franks to add the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. That time a 6-play drive. And it concludes with a touchdown run by Jeremy Langford. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And now they're in the hurry-up. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the screen pass. 39 yards.
What really hurts defenses on screen passes is that they eat up one of their levels right away. Because you know most defenses, 3 levels. D-line, linebacker, secondary. But on a screen pass, you're inviting the defensive line to get past them, and you throw the ball over their heads, and now there's just 2 levels left to try and stop big guys out in front of a guy running with the football. When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Jordy Nelson, 26 yards. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Giant defense now as they head back onto the field. Last drive, touchdown, surrendered. Here, see if they can stop them.
It's always a constant battle of letting the last series go, good or bad, but especially bad. Give up a touchdown. Okay, forget the finger pointing, forget the blame. Go back out and play the defense you know you're capable of and help your team out.
And probably look to the leaders as always.
As always. They're going to be the ones going to grab some people and say, all right, let's do this thing.
They keep it on the ground with Langford. He finds some open field here. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football. But, you know, the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. And what they're challenging here is the spot of the ball, and this is probably the hardest challenge to win.
So difficult because the speed of the game, the angles of the cameras, your angle from the sideline.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a play fake here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That will be their third and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Langford. And he cuts it out right sideline. Some space here. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Langford again. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game.
Tonight we ain't going out, so we invited everybody. The made, well, they're way too strong, but ain't nobody saying sorry. The speaker's so blown, no one knows what it is, but we keep it on repeat 'cause we don't want it to end. We got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives. And the rest of tonight for whatever feels right. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. One day we'll look back just shaking our heads, but right now we're too fast to slow down just yet. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. Just acting our age. There's people here that I just met, but we're acting like we go back. It's 3 a.m., but we ain't done yet, trying our best to make it last.